Awesome. We should be live. I could spoil the Wordle for you, JK. I forgot it. Thank you. I'm glad you forgot it actually. Oh, let me adjust chat to not take up the whole damn screen. Okay. There we go. Hello everyone. Hello. Let me post a pic for the gram. Trying to get some advertising going here. Give it just one moment. A stream. How do you share a stream? I'm certain I can. Shorts are finally working. Yes, I am just streaming on Shorts though. So I'm not streaming on like YouTube. What do you call it? Like normal live streams. I'm just doing Shorts because I couldn't get it to work together. So say this one will say Twitch. That's what I do. I don't know how to do both. It says you're able to do both, but I could not figure it out for the life of me. Sorry, almost done setting up, and then we'll go ahead and we'll get into the Wordle and all that good stuff. How do I view channel? Here we go. Share, copy. I love, and this doesn't work. Let's try this again. Game over, game over. Wait, it's not game over. We haven't even started. Almost there, I promise. Almost. Here we go. Share. Copy. Okay. One more thing and we're there. I pinky promise. Link. Boom. You can't add more than one link. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's get into it. I have my full setup working now. Hopefully, I believe we should be able to hear the music, which is Jay Slat's special, like, copyright-free playlist. Enough fussing around. Let's go ahead and get started with the Wordle here. Is that not a word? Okay, we're gonna do spine. No, not spine. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's do, ooh. What about like grink? Sounds close enough. Frink. I feel like I'm pretty close here. Blink. How about that? What about chins? Nope. Okay, so what about stin? We're gonna do. I knew it was a stupid guess. Okay. Oh wait, that doesn't make sense because it was yellow. I shouldn't have even bothered doing that. Okay. We're gonna do stint. That's a word. Not the right one. What am I gonna play today? No idea. I'm so uncertain right now. It's not swine. I don't know. Is swin a word? I feel like this might just be one I don't know. Smin. Smino. Soin. No, I feel like it is consonant, or S consonant, IN. And it's another consonant, but I don't know what it is. Swing. You're a rat. Who said that? I wish you didn't tell me that, unless you just found that out right now. If you found it out now, we're chilling. Don't worry about it. Love you. Otherwise, don't ever spoil the Wordle. I need to suck and be bad at it, and that needs to be a thing I just deal with, right? That needs to be a problem that I have. Let's change the lighting a little bit here. 1 second, you guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. Your pretty little heads here. Don't read chat. I shouldn't have read chat. You're right. That one's on me. I got too excited to see what other people's guesses were, but I guess of course that would give away the answer a little bit. Okay, we'll leave it here. Sweet. We're gonna go back to connections. I have some good guesses here. I thought this was the infinite Wordle. You were just guessing. That's okay. That's fine, right? Infinite Wordle. Is that the one where it's just like practice forever? Like it's never like the daily, but it's just like doing other ones? Because I used to grind that out when I was like 15. Duckling, piglet, a fawn, and a babe. These are all words for like young versions of an animal. Except maybe not. Who knows? Oh, let's get rid of babe and make it a calf. But it's too wrong. Is porky like a word? Oh, okay, we're gonna come back to that. Emperor, princess. Or no. I see one. It's gush, praise, flatter, and fawn. Like you're fawning over someone. Okay, here we go. Lay it on thick. I used to race Wordle when I was younger with Infinite Wordle. That's insane. I wish I could convince people to do that. Mermaid, princess, Napoleon, and Curdle. Am I crazy for not seeing what you're thinking? What was the thought process? This isn't hateful. Because Colonel and Princess, oh my god, titles. Mermaid and Napoleon. Maybe you saw something I didn't see. Okay. I think Emperor, Princess. Man, this is tough. Emperor, Princess, Duckling, Colonel. I'm going to. I just don't think you guys are right on this. Before I do it, what's the thought process? Because I don't see it. I'm shit at connections though. I appreciate the honesty. I do. Right? Because let me tell you my thinking. It's calf, piglet, duckling, and then like some fourth thing. Because these are all terms for like young versions of animals. So I'm thinking try the kingdom rules. That's what I was thinking. I was like, Emperor. See, this is where I get lost. Emperor, Colonel, Princess. I'm like, I don't. Princess, Emperor, Colonel, and something else. Princess, Emperor, Colonel, and something. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. But the problem is, what is that other thing? Because there's so many options here. Isn't the babe of an animal too? YouTube is delayed besides Twitch. Oh, okay. Can't see the third row. Thank you for saying that. I didn't even realize. We're going to do it like that. Wait, let's do it like this so I can edit that. Okay. There we go. Here's the full thing because you guys can all see it now. So you see this feels correct. Calf, piglet, duckling, and babe. But I swear I did one away from this and I got it wrong. So that's why I'm a little hesitant. So we're going to come back to that later. Napoleon was a French general. Oh. Wait, is there anything else that's like titles in the military? But Napoleon was like a military guy, right? it's not that he held the title of Napoleon. So like Colonel, Emperor, and Princess are all titles, right? Calf, Piglet, Duckling, and Babe are all terms for young animals. So what would Mermaid, Chalk, Porky, and Wood? Napoleon, Emperor, Colonel, Princess. We tried that and nothing came of it, I believe. So we got to make a guess. We're going to, can't the rules be like grammar related? I believe so. Do you have a guess with that? If you have something, I will fully take it, because at this point, I'm lost. I will take whatever I can get. Napoleon was an emperor. Is that true? I thought... Wait, I don't know anything about history. We don't need to talk about that. Napoleon was an emperor. Okay. But then where does everything else fall into place with that? He was a statesman of France. I believe all the things you guys are saying now. He was a French general. What is the implication here? Is it Colonel Napoleon, Emperor, and then some fourth word that also describes Napoleon? Wait, I don't know what animal. Napoleon was a pig in a book. Is this true? If it was one, you can clear your cookies for the site. No, I just lose. I don't get to win. Animal Farm? I never read Animal Farm. Oh, let me fix the camera. Let me fix the camera. Okay, should be coming right back. All leaders. But who are... Oh, wait, I see what you're saying. But did we not do this and we did not get anything from it? I could have sworn we tried this and got a 0 result. Because someone else said it earlier and I was like, oh, that's so smart. Why didn't I think of this? Let me scroll. Let me look. So I remember someone else had this guess. Mermaid, Princess, Napoleon, and Colonel. So yeah, this was one off. Right? This is... Sorry, what we did was this. And if it was one off, then that means it would have told us. And I don't think it did. So Mermaid is definitely not in there, I believe. Oh, we just gotta make a guess. Babe was a piglet. I was saying the same thing. We're gonna try this. Piglet, Porky, Babe, and Napoleon. Piglet was from Winnie the Pooh. I don't know the others. Let's go. That was good, you guys. That was good. Let's keep it up. Okay, fictional pigs. Okay. This is where it gets tough. And I'm going to choose to not read. Or, like, I'm going to choose not to Google anything. Because I'm like, maybe chalk is a term for another thing that I'm not aware of. Babe was a piglet. Okay. Need to do it. Wood. Duckling. I'm trying to think, like, where... Mermaids exist in the water. Ducklings exist in the water, but I don't think anything else would apply to that. 2 syllables. Mermaid, Colonel, Duckling, Princess. Here's the thing. They would do some stuff like that. Duckling, Emperor, Princess, Mermaid. Duckling. Emperor, Princess, Mermaid. We did this. We did this exact thing. No, we didn't. I'm going to try it. Hans Christian Andersen figures? You didn't know that. I'm just guessing. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. As it would be said in wood? Wait, what? Silent L. See, that was you guys are we're too smart for this, right? Like we're going like 5th, 6th level of thinking, and it's like, yeah, there's a quiet letter in this, right? Like we're too advanced for what the game's offering us. Speaking of game, we've got to decide what we're playing. So here's the problem: I have like 100 options, and none of them sound bad at all. We have, let me go ahead and let me do this. Let me open this up. I'm going to open my installed games section. Silent L, no way. Yeah, that was insane. Oh my god, wait, Leo, I didn't even realize. I don't know who Leo the Fluff is, but that's a Zig username. I didn't realize what you were saying is you were figuring it out. Like you were typing out your thoughts saying like, "Oh, look, it's a silent L." I didn't pick up on what you were saying, but thank you. I appreciate your contribution because ultimately you were just correct, right? Okay. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to switch to this. Now, let's, oh, you guys can't even like see anything on here. Wait 1 second. We're going to play around with this just a little bit here. Okay. So, I have a lot of games. This is just what I have like currently installed and what GOG's picking up on. Okay, good night. Have a good night. As you can see, I have a very large library of video games, and I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying I have too many options right now. I hate typing on iPad. I as well. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of games that are kind of in my like general brain space right now. We've got Hogwarts Legacy. Now I did not pay for this. I got it for free because of a Epic Games deal. So I have that, and it's a $6 game that I got for free. So I'm always going to be very excited for it. And then we have a couple of other classics. We have Machinarium. The reason this one is interesting to me personally is because did you do Strands? Chain together? Wait, what's Strands? Oh, isn't Strands one of the ones you have to pay for now? I remember they used to all be free, like most of them. Wait, okay, wait, we might do Strands here. Wait, I'm gonna take a quick look at it and see if I can figure something out immediately. If not, we're not doing it because this actually looks tough. No, it's on New York Games because I remember they used to all be free, and I know because one of my favorites was Letterboxd, and then they made Letterboxd a paid game. Do we switch to this? We might switch to this. No, we have to do a video game. I have to do one round of that practice that's not on stream because I'm going to be really embarrassed if it takes us like 45 minutes to get through one round of that. You should do the Washington crossword? Absolutely not. That was so hard. I think we spent 15 minutes and I was just basically staring like a baby. I was like, I don't get it. I put it on my school Chromebook. I didn't even realize that there was anything else for free because it used to all be free. I swear, maybe I'm crazy, but I remember there was all these games on there that was free and there was no problem playing it. And then one day I went to do Letterboxd and it was gone, all of it, and it was so upsetting. Okay, I'm gonna look at this. Yeah, I have a couple of games that are the Daily Mini. Yeah, Daily Mini, another one. They took it away from us. I've got a lot of games here. A couple of them sound awesome. Play it. You saw how quick I was at Wordle. I wasn't good at it, but I was quick with it. That is after years of playing Wordle. Connections, that's just, I think I've been doing Connections for like a year and a half. Not consistently, I'll admit, but I used to do it every day for like months straight. And so I've gotten pretty decent at it. A new game, I need one practice round off stream. I'm not kidding, we'll be here for 45 minutes because I want to get it and I don't like to make mistakes. Okay. Next, I promise you, next time we will do it. Strands is easy. I'm sure it's easy for you, and I'm glad you feel comfortable to flex that here. I don't got that. And you know what? We'll do it. And I'm not doing it for longer than 5 minutes. It's 9:36 right now. Unless I start like making good progress, then we'll keep going. Let's switch it. New York Times. Oh, why is it doing this? You know what? It might just be unlucky for you. It just doesn't want to show the strands. I'm not kidding. I'm trying to show it. Let me try this. Okay, there you go. You win. Let's get this one set up here. And we'll do this. Okay, we're in strands. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know why OBS likes to just give up sometimes when it comes to showing things properly. Pricey pairing. You can guess words and it gives you hints. I clicked on something, but whatever it was too short. Rib. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, there's more. Oh, the fact that you can like do like crosses is so tough. This is not what I thought it was. I've never played this one. This looks fairly complicated. Dot. Surf and turf? You guys can't tell me the answers. I also don't see surf and turf. Oh. Okay. Show off, why don't you? Wait, there's no R. See, it's not easy. Right? Because you have to go up for the N. Oh. That's ridiculous. Who got that? Fleabag, that was ridiculous. That was mental. Okay, well, shrimp. There's something here. I don't know what it is. How do we get to calamari? I swear it's here. I just don't know how to get to it. I see the answers. I can tell because you're just cheating. Sirloin? How are you doing? I swear you guys are like cheating. Oh wait, are we gonna use every space here? That changes this. Scam. It's Scampy, but how do you get to Scampy? Don't go into the already used letters, like at all? It's easy. Yes, yes. Okay. Again, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Scallop. Boom. Oh. A lobster. A carb? Am I crazy? Oh, crab. Okay. That was ridiculous. Okay, that is easy. Thank you for pushing me to do that. I appreciate the push. It was good. I like that, and that is definitely going to become a staple from this point on because that was actually quite enjoyable. Now, you guys, we're gamers. We have to game. So we got to pick a video game, which is tough because there's just so many to choose from. We're going to make this work here. Okay, here we go. We're back in. How about this? How about this? I will give 3 to 4 options, and I'll let you guys pick. So let me look at all these before I say anything. Spelunky. I'm gonna say we could do Spelunky. We could do Repo. We can do Fortnite. Yeah, you know what? Those are gonna be our 3 options right now. Spelunky, Repo, or Fortnite. It, or if you see another one you really want to vote for, then you can go for it. I am fine with all these options. They all sound good to me. Spelunky, I figured. You know what? I'm gonna even take that as an option. That's a game for me. So what is it? I said Repo, Fortnite, and then we could toss in like what's another like cool, somewhat popular game on here? Like COD, Call of Duty, Repo, and Fortnite. Ah, they're good. I also haven't played Repo in a long time, so this might actually be a decent opportunity. Oh, but I feel like I get so quiet when I play Repo, and I just like, you know what? We're gonna go to Fortnite. We're gonna go to my home turf here. I just realized I don't think you guys can hear the music that I have playing right now. No, wait, can you? No, you can. Okay, sweet. I refuse to stream Fortnite. I get scared. That's valid. um, let's go ahead and we're already under the Fortnite thing and everything. I did hear it once, but it's extremely quiet. What? Wait, yeah. It's not even showing up in here. It's not even like coming up. Oh, because I'm no longer. Okay, now it should be back. I see. We're gonna play Fortnite. That's what we're doing. Okay, let's go ahead and open it up on Shorts Twitch chat. It is. Thank you. I'm gonna open up Fortnite, and then I'm gonna go ahead and fix all of that. So let's go ahead. We can actually turn that off visually and set the game to Fortnite. Actually, give it 1 second to fully load in, and then we'll be able to fix that here. Okay. Close. Game. Fortnite. Can you guys see it? I'm gonna guess not. I'm gonna give it 1 second to fully load. I'm being a little impatient with it here. Okay. Oh, it's still not showing Fortnite. Why is that? Man, OBS loves messing with me today. Okay, there we go. But it's not showing on here. It says it's showing. Oh, it's like in the top right for some reason. Oh, it's. Wait 1 second. Let me adjust this. Zoom in a little bit there. And then we're going to center that. We're going to move chat up just a little bit here. Okay. So we should be all set everywhere. Now that we're here, I'm going to be talking about some hot takes and ideas I have about anime, which I'm sure everyone's going to love to hear. Oh, let me adjust. I think I have volume like super quiet for Fortnite. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play Jinx, but then we are going to immediately ready up. We need something with music. Okay. I want to, you know what, I hate to say it, we're just going to have to turn off music altogether. Yeah, anime. We're going into it. And I want to talk about what might be the hottest take in the anime world. And I saw an Instagram reel, and I thought about showing the actual reels because I've seen multiple that were so ridiculous. I was like, I need to talk about this with someone, and I chose chat. Also, let me turn down Fortnite. Fortnite for me is a little loud. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think. So, I saw a take, and this is very specific to anyone who's only ever seen My Hero Academia. But someone basically said that Mirio or Lemillion, who's my favorite character, so I'm a little biased in this, has at best, I think they said like a C tier quirk, but he's an S tier hero, and that basically saying his quirk actually isn't very impressive. They said his quirk is bad, but he's just so goated that he makes it a good quirk. Which, and call me crazy, I think this video shouldn't have been made. Like the guy who made this reel, I don't think he should have made it. It was a stupid take. And here's the thing, I understand what he's saying. There's so many drawbacks to how Lemillion works. You know, there's a lot of downsides to having such. Isn't that the plot of him? Yes. Yes. Literally. Yes. Mirio fully admits that he has a shitty quirk. And there's so many drawbacks to it. And he knows this. He's the one who uses it. Which is why I said this reel didn't need to be made. I'm like, you're just repeating the show. It's like when you watch one of those like YouTube shorts or whatever that are talking about like a movie, right? But it's just narrating the movie for you as you're watching it. It was like watching that. He was like, "Oh, Lemillion has a quirk that does this and that," but it wasn't meant to be a narration. It was meant to be like, "Look at this crazy take I have." Because I think he was like responding to a comment. Yes, it does drive me insane. The amount of like content, like short form content out there that is just repeating what is happening. Like, it is the bane of my existence. But anyways, this guy He's not doing that though. He's talking like in response to someone, but there is then a point he makes that I disagree with, like so heavily. And basically, what he says is that Lemillion would have become a top 5 hero no matter what quirk he had. And I understand the sentiment. Again, I am a hard Lemillion stan. He is my favorite character in My Hero. It's not even close. Like, there's no one who exists that I think really competes with what I think makes My Hero special. I think Lemillion is just kind of the coolest character in the show. But this cat does. We'll never guess what happens next, but the cat just did it out of laser. Yes. What if he had a quirk? How would that work? Exactly. You could not have any quirk and then become the strongest. Because what that implies, and maybe I'm taking this guy too literally, but I don't think I am. What this implies is that essentially, and this is where the take gets hot, it implies quirkless people can be heroes. And I think, despite how the show starts, the entire message of the show is quirks are what make a hero. And that is it. Like, the entire show starts with the idea of this not being the case. But Deku is not a hero at the beginning of the show, and he's quirkless. And I know what you'd argue, he's like 13. Can't be a hero. True. But if Deku was 18, fully grown, yes, I expected him to become a quirkless hero. I was like, this is going to be amazing. Or like, even I thought, like, seriously, when I first started watching the show, I was like, he's going to get a really shitty quirk. Like, literally, he's going to make a quirk that, like, every time he sneezes, like, he can go, like, 2% faster for 38 seconds. Like, I don't know. Like, I thought it was going to be some weak-ass quirk. And he's, like, smart and figures out if he times it really properly or whatever, he can make something happen. But the thing is, again, they were like, oh, anyone could be a hero, and that's kind of the message All Might shares with Deku. But then Deku is a useless nobody until he gets a quirk. And then his ass got a quirk. Yes, I think the show should have started with a different type of message, because they're like, anyone could be a hero regardless of quirk or not. And like, you know, believe in yourself no matter your circumstances. Also, here's the strongest quirk ever, right? Like, it'd be one thing if he got whack ass lame quirk, but he gets like the god quirk. Like, his quirk is like, oh, I'm stronger than literally everybody else because, you know, I worked out for like a week or like a summer. I don't even remember what it was. It was some not super long period of time. Let's get this guy. Oh my gosh, I am missing all my shots. There we go. This is probably my, and I would say I'm a My Hero fan. There's a lot of that show that I really care about, and I think it does a lot of things really cool. Some heroes, though, have pretty weak quirks and still make it, but they're not All Might. I think it was like 6 to 8 months. Yeah, 6 to 8 months, whatever. I don't even think, genuinely, I think the only world where I go, yeah, that amount of training should make him a top tier hero is like 30 years. Because otherwise, like, what about the actual quirkless people? Like, they don't get to just meet what is Superman, and Superman goes, oh, here's awesome powers that make you kind of win everything forever. Because, and again, this might be a hot take, the second Deku got All Might's quirk, I was like, oh, well, like, he just wins, right? Because we know that All Might is this unstoppable force of nature in their world. And then Deku got that quirk. I was like, oh, but show's over. Why are we still going? And they try to pretend that it's like interesting or like, oh, maybe he's gonna lose. I'm like, no, he's not. Like, he has the god power, right? He'll never lose anything ever again. And maybe there's a fight he loses, and I'm just not remembering it very well. But I swear he wins like every fight. And yeah, it's like, oh, but it's through like perseverance and stuff. Now, I hate to say it, it's kind of not. No, what him learning to use it was cool, and I wish they had made that like more of it, because I feel like there's the training arc at the beginning where it's like 2 episodes of him working out, and then there's him with the old guy who has like jet for feet. I can't remember his name, and that's kind of like, yep, I am God Man now and can't be killed because I have the super power. But I think it would have been so much cooler, even, and this is spoilers, but you know about it, if they had made it more about him learning to use the other quirks he ends up unlocking, right? Because he starts with, All Might's quirk, which I don't remember the actual term for it. But they start with that, and after that, he gets like Black Whip and like Fodging or whatever it was, like the speed one where it makes him go like really fast. Where did they go? That was so upsetting. Play again. It's ready up. How fast I went through the other quirks? Exactly. For the nerdy kid who is so interested in like quirks and the way people use them and like what's the most efficient way of using them. Let me actually get ahead of this really quick. For him being the nerdy guy who cares so much about like the way quirks work, there was no time spent on him learning about how much he likes his quirks, and like it was so meaningless to me. I was like, and you know what I'll even say, and this again, I understand it's probably not a very popular opinion. I don't think he should have unlocked all these other quirks. It, like I said, I was already at the point of, oh, he's kind of the god guy and it just can't lose now. When he got All Might Strength, I was like, yeah, he's just not gonna lose, right? We know this. But then he gets like 4 or 5 more quirks. It was such a moment of, oh, well, what's gonna happen? Like, how are they gonna make the fights cool and badass when I'm like, yeah, but Deku has 5 or 6 quirks and like 3 of them are kind of insanely powerful. Obviously, the biggest one being his like super strength. I think there was no point in the show continuing once he got all those quirks. I was like, nope, I know how this ends, right? Doesn't Shigaraki have like a million quirks though? I'm so glad you bring this up. I didn't continue it. Shigaraki does have a million quirks. This is exactly true. But I think they make it very apparent that with his like he does have like an insane amount, right? It's like it might be like over 1,000. I don't remember if they ever even give a number, but he has so many. And what happens is he like has to get this crazy fucked up body to handle it. Like I think some like scientists literally have to like change his biology or something. I can't quite remember what they do. But like for Deku to gain more quirks, and I understand the scope of the amount of quirks they get is totally different. For Deku to get more quirks, it's like, oh, I just worked out for a couple months. That's crazy. For Shigaraki to get more quirks, he like almost died, and then they fully had to like reconstruct his body, and they used special goop to like do some shit. Like it was a process. Deku just kind of gets it, but again, the scope of the amount of quirks they each got is way different. But I'll also say, they always bring up the point of Shigaraki has so many quirks. I bet if I were to sit down and count it, he doesn't use more than 4. I swear that's what it feels like. He uses like a couple quirks at best. Okay, we got him. it's like a quirk that makes him stronger, a quirk that makes him faster, a quirk that makes him more durable. And that's kind of it. Bro's just greedy. He wanted them. Yeah. Yeah. I think even the show would have been, and maybe this is too Spider-Man coded, so much better if Deku just got Black Whip. If like that was the quirk he was gifted and All Might didn't understand why he got that instead of his super strength, it would have been so cool. Like, I think that would have been such an interesting story to tell. But instead, he gets All Might super strength plus 100 other things. Like, even if Deku just got Fajin, right? Like, any of these quirks that rely on him being like smart and using his brain, I think would be so cool. Because he's the nerd guy who cares about the way quirks work. But instead, he just gets the really, really strong one. And he doesn't have to like think crazy hard in any fight. But yeah, that's... Oh, wait, I had another like hot take I want to talk about. Say I talked about... I don't know. Ooh, this was the next thing. I want to talk about like power. I like when animes have a lot of strategy in their fights. Me too. I feel like it just didn't exist in My Hero, which is again crazy when Deku's the strategy guy. Like his whole thing is he's like taking notes on the way like people fight and like doing all this stuff, and he just ends up being like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like he does some thinking, but nothing that's like indicative of like how much he cares about heroes and the way fights should work. Or when smartness outbeats physicality. I'm a fan of that too, or at least make it interesting, right? The brains versus bronze. For Deku, he just wins, and it's like, oh, whatever. Like I never felt any real worry, but I had to bring Bungo Stray Dogs moment. I have to bring up something else I hate, and it's power scaling. Like people who talk about the what do you call it? The difference in strength. To be honest, Deku winning, I felt satisfied though. No, it wasn't bad when Deku won. I was just like, oh, well, yeah, that's how this was going to end, but it still felt good, right? It's like eating a awesome corn dog. You're like, yeah, no, the corn dog's gonna taste super awesome and yummy. It doesn't take away from the experience of the corn dog being awesome and yummy. More so, what I was thinking is that wait, they could have done so much more with like, yes, the Gentle Criminal was such a cool character, and I was so glad because with Gentle Criminal they showed like, yeah, of course there's villains out there who aren't villains because they're evil, but because like they want to do things a certain way, and that's how society agrees with them, right? I love Gentle Criminal. That was a great character, and I'm so glad they brought him into the show. But there's wait, let's see if I can get this guy. Oh, I'm so mad. If I didn't miss my second shot, we'd be good. So anime power scalers love to bring up like these crazy fights and stuff. And I saw Instagram like post of someone being like, "Oh, Maharaga fights." It's oh wait, this is JJK spoilers. I won't talk about it then because I know you haven't caught up. We're gonna get involved in the fight here. You know, let's talk about Gojo because you know Gojo's power. And oh my gosh, I missed that shot. How embarrassing! Boom. Gojo. So basically, something I hate is when people are like, "Oh, who would win this fight? This person or this person?" And there's like all of these like arguments going on in the comment section, and I'm like, I don't think you understand the way this person's power works, right? Like, I'll give an example. They'd be like, "Who would win in a fight?" Like Deku or Gojo, right? And I'd go, well, Gojo's curse technique allows him to infinitely slow down things around him, right? Like, nothing's going to reach him. Deku doesn't really have a way around that. Technically, no one really has a way around that, right? But Sukuna just kind of was the one exception to that. This person sucked. Let's take some of this. Power scaling is also such a big problem with those sort of hypotheticals. Yeah, it's like, I think there's characters who we just like shouldn't bring into the power scaling arguments or like discussions. It's like, yeah, it's just less fun. Like, why would you bring that person up when they have kind of the I just win power? I see in so many fandoms people fight about that. Yes, because everyone's like, no, my guy would beat your guy because I believe this is cooler than this. Like, for example, Levi versus Deku. Well, one has to. Exactly. People need to learn to power scale within like what I would consider to be like fair and reasonable worlds. Like, Levi is a gifted swordsman. He's kind of the strongest in his world, and there's not a whole lot of question about it, unless you include Titan people, and then, the conversation changes. Deku has like super god strength, right? Like, he can punch so hard the sky splits. We know he can do that. We never see him do it, but All Might doesn't, and we know that Deku by the end of the show is stronger than All Might, so we can assume he's also able to do that punch. Where's this fight coming from? I heard it, but I don't see it. Get fucked, man. So people will do that of like Levi versus Deku. Or even one I saw was a post talking about, it was like, which of the big three would win in a fight, right? And it was, I want to say it was Luffy, and it was Naruto, and then it was like Deku. And I'm like, first off, and this might be a hot take, I don't think, what's his name? I don't think Naruto belongs in the conversation, point blank, period. Now, to be fair, I've seen a lot more of Naruto. I've seen a lot more of One Piece. I've seen a lot more of My Hero and One Piece. And I haven't seen a lot of Naruto. But from what I've seen, peak Naruto is like, oh, you're like a boss thing. I'm not doing this. We're getting out of here. Naruto, at best, and this is literally me being like, from the most insane clip of shit I've seen him do, he'll like maybe destroy a like city, right? And I'll even say it, Deku, at absolute god tier best, can destroy maybe a slightly larger city. And again, I'm biased because I love One Piece and it's like the best thing I've ever watched in my life. From what I've seen, or from what I know, Luffy's like an unstoppable force in that he just doesn't really take physical damage. And again, this is another issue with power scaling, because Luffy Glaze Time? Yes, it is Luffy Glaze Time. Thank you. But again, I hate to be annoying about it. They wouldn't be able to hit Luffy because he's made of rubber. Or sorry, they'd be able to hit him, but it just wouldn't hurt. And that's a big thing, is that like, oh, well, Luffy's kind of hard to fight unless you have Haki. And if you don't have Haki, don't even bother with the fight. Oh my gosh, I'm just running away. Fight after fight. He's made of rubber? Yes. The spoilers, I suppose. Monkey D. Luffy, future king of the pirates, is made of rubber. Oh my gosh, we are in Struggle City right now. We need some shields. So, he's made of rubber, and you can't really hurt him unless you have Haki. In which case, Deku and Naruto don't have Haki. So there's no. It's like, oh well, yeah, the fight doesn't really happen because Luffy could, in theory, take no damage and deal, whatever amount of damage. But all they can do is like pray they somehow figure out hockey right then and there. I don't know. I think there's a lot of stupid power scaling conversations that are happening every day around the globe, and it's a real problem. Okay. We're gonna try to find some minis or something because this is not going very good for us. Ask and you shall receive. Here we go. Go ahead and drink up here. I love when they glaze intro phase and power scanning combos. Yes. I'm very biased because I love Luffy. But I don't think there's a lot of like capability of like things happening to him. That's the reason I'm like, it's kind of a silly question. He's made of rubber, so like physical attacks kind of don't mean anything. And unless you have hockey, then they also don't mean anything. So it's like, oh, well, what's next, right? Like, what's the step after that? I don't know. What about mental attacks? I suppose in theory, yeah. But also, as far as I know, Deku doesn't have any, and Naruto... Does he ever... Because I know there's... And I believe it's called Genjutsu that exists in Naruto verse. But I don't know if Naruto either knows how to use it or can use it. I don't know the rules on that necessarily. This person is hunting me down. Leave me alone, bro. So again, I'm sure everyone's goat is super strong, I bet, right? But some of them just kind of don't belong in the same conversation, right? I don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We don't have to get into it. I'm going to be so mad. How long is this guy planning on following me? Okay, hopefully I can lead a fight between those two. Okay, I'm going to help them out here. God, get fucked. I am so damn good at this game. Okay. Whew. Oh, get screwed over. Okay. God, I'm so good at this game. We're gonna slurp up here. Anya solos Luffy. I'm not kidding when I say this. Maybe. Luffy's smart in like battle. He is kind of very easily tricked. And people are gonna be so mad when I say this. She stands a better chance than like Naruto, Deku, fucking. I'm trying to think of other MCs. Obviously, Levi doesn't really exist within the conversation, but Levi. We're gonna try and get involved right here because there's someone who should have just taken some damage. Let's not take the Forsaken Blade of Awesomeness for now. Anya the goat. Low key. Like, I'm not kidding when I say she actually has a decent chance of just, well, no. Actually, it's a fun idea, but I don't know how she would ultimately hurt him. Like, I think the problem is she would have to get Luffy to basically kill himself. And Luffy's dumb. But, like, I can't say in good consciousness that he's so stupid he could be tricked into ending his own life. Because, like, Anya can't, like, hurt him physically, right? Like, that's not really where this conversation's at. So we're gonna come up here. Okay, we're gonna fall down. Okay, it says there's 3 of us. Sounds like they're both going at it. We're gonna heal up a good bit here. Anya wins every time. So I don't think it's a 0% chance with Anya, which is the fun part, I think. What I am gonna say is I don't see how she would, like, cause harm to him. We did it. God, I'm so good at this game. Sorry, I ended up like super locking in there. Gosh, that felt so good. I don't want to say we're ending it there. We're not ending stream there, but that might be where we end the little Fortnite session. Oh, that felt so satisfying actually. Okay. We're gonna close the game really quick because I don't want it to play the music and then copyright strikes happen. Okay. Oh, I had something else written down. Where was it? Where was it? $21 rewards, damn. Yeah, I'm kind of fucking goated. I've been playing every now and then, not super much. Let's go ahead and open up. What's a game I can kind of just like put on, right? Let's see. What's another good pick here? Oh, there's a lot of options here actually. I'm realizing how many games I own in this moment. We can go ahead and toss on. I'm sure there's something good, and I'm just not realizing it. You know what? Let's do some. Oh, do I want to do repo? Not really. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna actually start Hogwarts Legacy right now. Because why not? Right? So let me open Epic. Hogwarts Legacy. We got a repo with the gang soon. We do, and you showed me that awesome Five Nights at Freddy's like repo mod. That's cool. That's pretty sick. Right? That's and like in hindsight, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, of course that's gonna exist. That's like perfect mix of worlds here. FNAF repo, please. We will, and it'll be awesome. We're gonna make it an awesome video, and it's gonna be a blast. Oh, let me actually make it so you guys can see this. So you guys are going to love this. OBS is not Puffy farting. Is Hogwarts Legacy just like not working? Game properties. There we go. It just doesn't like me. Okay. Preparing on shaders. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. No, it should show in just a moment. Yeah, it's showing now. It's showing, which is good. Yo. Never mind, at work. Yep. I really hope this doesn't take too long, actually. I really have been considering buying like a good capture card to connect to my PS5 because I am back on playing like Elden Ring, which sucks because it like will literally consume my life. I will not do anything else. I'll just like play and play and play and like grind and want to make my guy stronger. But I can't do that, right? I can't really spend so much of my life playing that game again, especially if I'm not streaming it. And so I've been thinking so heavily about getting it. Impossible Quiz Time, you cannot touch a single cool math game because we have to, and I mean have to, do this competition idea because I really love it. Uh-oh. Let me turn this off. This is bugging a little. Let's try this again. Let's see. Is that working? Yeah. Okay, sweet. Man, I really hope this doesn't take too much longer. I want to play cool math. We can't. Literally, and I'm not kidding. I thought about practicing and not telling you. Just so I would win. And not only was I planning on practicing, I was going to write down the movement for Blockster levels to beat them fast. They'd be like, oh, this is literally the quickest way to beat this level. And I would write down like hit down left up right down left A, right? Or like whatever the combination it would be, I was going to write it down for every level. Because I was like, I just want to win. And then I didn't do that. So Impossible Quiz we're doing together? Yes, but the whole point is we have to see how we can go. No, we can't practice. We have to see how far we can go with like the memory of like me growing up with my fellow students, you watching Dan and Phil. Like we have to see where we can get. Can a matchbox know? See, but you're saying that, and I don't know what that means. That's can a matchbox know, but a tin can. Oh wait, I kind of get that actually. Wait, no, I don't. It's stupid. Get FOMO. Whatever. We're about to play awesome. Hogwarts Legacy, right? We're gonna do
menu reader
off. Yep.
Press space bar to toggle.
Cool. That was something else. We're honestly probably not gonna mess with any of this. Yep, looks cool. We'll make text size a little larger for my terrible eyes. Yep. Continue. Accept. You better do a British accent. Hello, Mum. I'm not doing all this. Link your Harry Potter fan club and WB Games 400 Brothers game account to customize your game and unlock exclusive rewards. No, we're not doing this. I don't even have either of those things. Claim reward? Sure. Am I crazy? I thought this was... Can I say no? I don't want to claim the rewards anymore. Maybe when I got this, I somehow unlocked a super special version. That was ridiculous. An evaluation however has been complete. Cool. I'm trusting that it picked good settings for my PC. so much. I thought this was going to be like just slide it till the image is barely visible. It's about there for me. I thought it was gonna be like an Elden Ring type, or like a Soul, not a Souls like necessarily, but like the fact that there was that much customization options of like rewards you can claim from signing onto accounts. I am considerably worried about how good this game's gonna be now, because I don't know, maybe I just had too high of expectations from this. White outline indicates your active target. A mode reveals. Okay. I'm not reading. That's. Oh, we have to make a guy? Fuck, I didn't think of this. We might just go with this. I don't really care. Oh, that's a girl. My bad. Are you gonna? Ooh, good thinking. I should change the game on Twitch. Thank you for pointing that out. Hogwarts Legacy. Tony. I don't know. Is there like a T word for talks trash on Hogwarts Legacy? Yep, we're calling it TonyTony Talks trash on Hogwarts Legacy because I already have very low standards of what we're about to experience. But first, let me also change it on YouTube. Stream settings. Edit. Talks trash about Hogwarts Legacy. I've heard the game is great. I've also heard it's great. Like, I actually went and Googled, I was like, Hogwarts Legacy honest quick review. And I read a bunch of Reddit threads about people talking about it. I don't really care about any of this. I'm always just curious how like dark they're willing to get, because a lot of games, let's be real, aren't willing to get super dark. Hairstyle, again, I honestly don't super care. I just want to change the amount of freckles. Which maybe that's mean, but I don't need that. Do I have some? Yes, I'm aware. I'm not gonna lie to myself. How it was before is fine. Face markings? Nope. So I have hair 2 selected. That's what I'll remember. I kind of fuck with this hair. And maybe it's just because that's kind of how I want my hair to look, but we're going to keep looking for now. I think this is all girl hair now. I used to have hair like this. I loved it. That is definitely not my hair. I'm not even really looking. I'm just kind of clicking around. So we'll either do this or this. Fleabag. What do we think? 1, 2. I don't even want to pretend that's an option. Or 3. What are we thinking? 2. I already forgot what 2 was. This one? Oh yeah, I like this. Good pick. Eye color, honestly, that's not terribly far off from my eye color. Absolutely not 3. Difficulty? Ah, man. This is fine. We'll do hard. Name your character. I don't want to just be like my name. We're gonna be like, what's like a Tony? What's like a fancy like old name starts with a T? Last name is gonna be Astro. Let's see here. Cool old name. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'm not doing Frederick Cummington. Cool long old name with T. Um, bruh, we're not doing that. Okay, we're gonna go down to T's. These are all girl names. Oh, here we go, boy names. Thaddeus. That's it. Tederick. Now I feel like Astro doesn't fit. I'm doing Tederick. What's the last name? You have to bounce bounce back and forth on this. Because you can't just be like, you have to have Tederick and not follow up with an awesome last name. Cummington? No. It's fucking ridiculous.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
A few cobwebs and some dust. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Am I crazy? Did they use some like weird...
I am indeed a student, but it was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
It has like a voice filter that's making it deeper rather than just having like a different guy.
That was quite something. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
It was wonderful. I am indeed a student, but I could very...
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
This is crazy.
That was quite something. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
I do wear glasses, but I don't want to have any of these because these look stupid as shit. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay. Start your journey. Contains... We can't have Cummington. Ooh, you know what? Tederick Patterington. Like the bear. I think this is pretty good. I think we've done a great job. Tederick Paddington. I like that. Thank you. I'm glad we got to a mutual consensus here. Oh my god, is that what he looks like? Why did he look so much better when I was making him?
We're almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
I bet your name would get... We won't say it, obviously. But I bet your name would get censored, and that's awesome.
Sure.
Who is this?
Glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatergoers in the West End.
See, I don't really care about Harry Potter, so I don't know if I should know who either of these adults are.
Best not speak here, Eleazar. Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start of term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea. As long as your young child...
I don't know them either.
...me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks.
Uh-oh. Dark and mysterious. Is this like an issue of the game not rendering? Or is it like magic? Invisible horses? I really can't tell. I don't know. I really don't know how impressed I should be by this. Yeah, he just spun and disappeared. Avalanche? Cool. We're skipping this. Let me know if this game is too loud, because it is very, very loud to me.
Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland. Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
I wish I said my name. Tedrick
I'm
Paddington.
starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted...
I feel like I should sit there and listen to this, but man, do I not want to.
I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although
Again.
I've yet to convince my colleagues at the ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the ministry knew about his activities. Before I could
When I stream, I never listen to the game. Me neither. But I'm like,
it was the last thing she sent me.
I don't know.
It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence.
Because I don't want to skip it, and it's like, well, there's only 2 seconds left.
Get rid of it quickly.
But I also hate just hitting here.
Presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Uh-oh.
Do
I've got some special magic stuff that makes this look special to me. Is there a skip button? Yeah.
Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait. We did.
Okay, now I'm watching. There's a dragon who looks like it's trying to kill us. It's finally something cool happening on screen. Dragon these nuts. Oh, is that what we've been flying with, is dragons? We're skipping this. That is too much cutscene. Your camera's off? Good looking out. It is because my camera is dead.
You're hurt.
Isn't that awesome?
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's wicked
Oh,
well
didn't mean to do that.
That stuff will right you in a second.
Oh wait, we have to press G to heal. We're going to switch this up really quick.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he...
I'm going to very temporarily end the YouTube stream
Attacking a carrot
so that I can make it horizontal.
Come on.